Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of August 16th, 2026. It is a general collective reading. So as the messages come through, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it's meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. So Libra, your ruling planet of Venus is now in your sign, so you should be feeling a lot better, a lot more stable, and the connections in your life should be, the good ones are strengthening and the negative ones are starting to leave, so that's definitely a good thing. Keep in mind, Libra, for this reading, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. I've already released those readings. However, tarot card of the week is intended to be a message to you from source, something that they want you to consider this week so you can make a decision that is best for you and your life at this time. With all of that said, now let's begin tapping into the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the tarot card of the week here for the Libra collective for the week of August 16th, 2026? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Ace of Wands, my darling. What passionate new beginning is coming into your life? New chapter here for you. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords. What aspect of your life needs rest and healing? Okay. Ace of Wands. Why is the Ace of Wands the tarot card of the week here for the Libra collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What passionate new beginning is coming into your life? Could be in regards to career and finance, love and romance, or some other creative endeavor. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Libra, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Five of Cups, we have the Sun, and we have the Wheel of Fortune, and the wheel spins in your favor. Bottom of the deck, underlying energy, Three of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. All right, let's begin to clarify. Queen of Cups. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Let me do a joint clarification here. Five of Cups and Queen of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Hermit, the Six of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, there's your Ace of Wands. So you have a new beginning here with someone in your life. Could be two people for some of you. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I don't read body parts. I just see here the ability for you to connect with an individual here. Or again, like I said, maybe for some of you, it's a couple of people. This person or these people, and to keep it simple for you, I'm going to stick to singular. Just keep in mind it could be two people. This is an individual. I feel like they're very wise. This is a very learned, a very experienced individual, regardless of their age. There's a lot of wisdom behind them. This is someone who's emotionally, they could be an empath. I feel like they're emotionally balanced, emotionally secure. This is also someone who has the ability to create their own wealth. Okay, this is no slouch in terms of this energy. And you have the ability here to do something with this person. Now, this is the phallic symbol, so maybe for some of you, this is heading into the bedroom. For others of you, it's a creative endeavor, maybe even the launch of a business or the expanding of a current enterprise. The Sun card, the Wheel of Fortune. I'm not even going to clarify these for you. You have two of the best cards in the major arcana portion of tarot right here. This is good luck, good fortune, emotional as well as financial stability. So maybe coming out of a rocky time there in the Five of Cups, and something new here is brewing for you. The universe is saying, don't sabotage this opportunity. Do it. Do it differently. All right, just do it. I don't know what that means. Just do it. Just do it differently. Okay. Tell me more about that. Three of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. I want to know why the Seven of Swords is there. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Moon, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. So there's something here about doing it differently. So let's say this is your current romantic partnership. Your partner is balanced and they're stable and they're secure and they're all those great things. But there have been some hiccups here in that Five of Cups, some disappointing experiences that you've had with this person, but you value them. You want the wheel to move forward, meaning you want life to continue with this person in your life. In order for you to have the passionate new beginning with this, existing romantic partner, you might have to take a different approach to this relationship. Again, maybe in the past it was just stable and structured and very routine, and we have breakfast at this time and lunch at this time, and I go to work and you cut the grass, or whatever your responsibilities or duties are. But maybe this time we need to have some passionate weekend getaways together, or some romantic dinners. Maybe we have to bring back the spark and the romance into the relationship. Maybe after a pause of Four of Swords, like, again, nothing happening and everything just being routine. So if you're looking to inject, no pun, maybe a pun there intended. If you want to inject some romance into the current connection, you'll need to do it differently. If this is an entirely new romantic connection, there's something here about you have amazing potential with this new romantic partner, but it will require you to show up differently than you have in your past relationships. Again, maybe in your past relationships, everything was about routine and work and structure, or pendulum could have swung the other way and it was all about just Three of Cups, going out and partying and having fun. This time around, it's like we can do it differently. We can have structure and we can have balance, but we can have fun and romance and romantic connection. For those of you who are business owners, your business is changing. It could be your product, your service. You might be considering here partnering up with a person or people to take them on as business partners. But there's something here, if you are launching this business, okay, if this is new, you're starting from scratch, there's something here about doing it differently than the competition. Don't look at the competition and say, oh, they've done ABC and they've amassed all of this success, so all I have to do is duplicate them. No, I think Seven of Swords, you will be sabotaging the growth of this new business. You're going to get to that peak of the Four of Pentacles. You're never going to hit the Ten of Pentacles, which is ultimate abundance in a career endeavor, in a financial endeavor. If you're an existing business, something here could be changing. Like I was just saying before, you're changing up your service, you're changing up the product. Maybe the people now drawn to your service or product are changing. You could be hitting some new demographics in terms of age. You'll need to think outside of the box and introduce some new things. So maybe you are a candle provider, and the type of candle that you have always manufactured, there's some component where it's no longer being made by the manufacturer. Now you have to change up the product. There's something here. Don't look so much to see what the competitors are doing. Think outside of the box when it comes to creating a new candle line. So something could be like phasing out of the business, either by force or by choice. Again, it would be your choice to not do it, or you could be forced because, again, maybe the supplier is no longer providing that product. But again, don't look so much to see what's everyone else in that Three of Cups, like your community of peers, what they're doing, because I feel like Seven of Swords, Four of Pentacles, you would be sabotaging your growth. Instead, think outside of the box. And if you're bringing on business partners, there's something here about being open to how they do things. They might have a completely different approach than you. You might be more grounded and just focused on the goal, focused on like the money, but they may have some new creative ideas that actually will enhance that. So I would be open to that at this time. You got a whirlwind of information there. You got everything from sex to money to business. So take the ones that resonate, leave the ones that don't. But regardless of what camp or what group you're in there, you have a new beginning. This is your week to seize it. Think outside the box. Do it differently than you've done it in the past, or do it differently than your peers or your colleagues or your competitors are doing it. And you're almost guaranteed success here. So that's what you should focus on. Doing it differently. Whatever it is for you, doing it differently. And look, if we're talking about stuff in the bedroom, maybe you got to take it out of the bedroom. Knight of Wands, King of Wands. Maybe you got to try the living room. Maybe you got to try something else. Again, just to spice things up a bit. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. 3 cards of advice here for my Libras. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice: 2 of Wands, Judgment, and the 6 of Wands. You can't go wrong this week. 9 of Pentacles is in the reverse here. This is being irrational. Okay, this is, I got to stay in this. This is conformity. This is the way I've always done relationships, or I've always done this relationship, or I've always done business partnership, or I've always run this business. This is no bueno. Okay, this is being too dependent on the past and not being creative, not being explorative, not being expansive when it comes to your view or your opinion of something. sometimes this lends to personal insecurity. So I'm afraid to change things up because you're insecure about yourself. And if that's your message, then you're going to have to work on healing that insecurity wound that you have. If that's not your main message, your advice here, Two of Wands, you have a choice. You can continue doing whatever this is, blank, the same way you've always done it, or judgment call, you can decide to do it differently. You got all, wands here, so I love this for you. So if you do it differently, you change up the model, you change up the service, you're open to hearing, what maybe this partner or your boss or maybe new people on your work team have to say. You have success changing things up in the relationship. And again, there's definitely something here about don't look at what the competition is doing. Even when it comes to your romantic partnerships, don't look on how, well, this is how Bob and Sally get along, and this is how Jeff and Jane do their marriage. You're not Bob and Sally, you're not Jeff and Jane, you're you and your partner. So again, come up with some new creative ways, whether this is career and finance, love and romance, or some other creative endeavor, and you will have the upper hand here. There's social recognition in the Six of Wands. There is some fame, there's attention, and there's definitely something here about victory and success. But again, for this week, think of some new ways on how to do it differently, and then just do it. That's what I have for you, Libra, for the week ahead. If you like that message and it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that, and don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.